Okay, and we're live. It's 2:30. I mean, it's more. It's actually 2:35 on a Wednesday afternoon. You're watching Innovation Fika with me, Donny, on a new channel. I'm actually in my normal personal feed, Donny SC Ligonis feed on LinkedIn and on YouTube, and also now on, hang on, here we go. And we're going live on Instagram. There we go. We are now live on Instagram as well. And I'm going to add TikTok as well. Just a very short Innovation Fika, episode 135. Not an interview today, just me. Just me, Donny here. Innovation Fika, Wednesday afternoon, 2:30 p.m. Every Wednesday, I go live with my Innovation Fika, which is the Innovation Coffee Break. Fika in Swedish, of course, meaning a coffee break where you sit down and talk about everything but work. The most innovative coffee break in the world. Innovation Fika. And every Wednesday I go live, 2:30 p.m. here, usually from my office here in Stockholm at KTH, which is the Royal Institute of Technology. But I will also in 2024, I'm going to go back to the original format, because in 2020, when I started this, I actually started by going out into the field and interviewing startups. So I'll be going out into the field a lot more often this spring. And I will be doing a lot more interviews based on the subjects that you have also sent in. We had a great show previously, in last year, 2023, the last show of the year. We had a great show with some people tuning in, and we had a feedback session where you all got to say what you wanted me to talk about in 2024. And I have a list of things that I'll be following up on that list, of course. But as usual, I'll be doing lots of fun interviews with lots of fun people as well during the year. Please, comment as well if you come online. This was just a on the whim, quick connection here on a Wednesday afternoon to match the normal Innovation Fika time, of course. As you might know, if you're looking for me in the Innovation Fika channel on YouTube or on LinkedIn, you won't find me there, because I'm now going to move everything under my own name and running it under Donny SC Ligonis, both on LinkedIn and YouTube. And I'll also be setting up a homepage. As you can see down here, I've removed the Medium logotype because I'm leaving Medium. I'm going to set up a web page where I will be blogging and also adding all of the content and all of the video. I'll probably be streaming live to, I'll be trying to stream live to that page as well. But at least the videos will be there, probably linked in from YouTube. Anyhow, this is just a short update, startup. Yeah, a startup. Starting up 2024 with a first Innovation Fika for the year. Episode 135, actually. And I hope you all had a good year out there. And I hope you're all looking forward to a good year. Even though the world is kind of upside down, we can all do our very best to support it and help it move in the right direction. I know that there's a lot of dark forces trying to push us in the wrong direction, but I also know that lots of other people out there that are trying to push us in the right direction. And I'm actually seeing that I actually have a number of people here on Instagram as well. So please comment and say hi. Happy to see anybody online as well. A bunch of people on LinkedIn here as well. Cool. Live online, LinkedIn, YouTube, and Instagram. I'll be adding TikTok during the spring as well. And as you know, Wednesday afternoon, 2:30 p.m., Innovation Fika with Donny. Mark your calendars for 2024. Lots of fun interviews. Send me some messages as well. Send me messages with the suggestions of who to speak to, who to interview, and which other subjects you want me to cover. And I will be covering them as we go along. Well, let's see, who have we got online here? Some people on there. We have somebody here from LinkedIn as well. There we go. Look at that. Hello. Happy New Year. Thank you very much. Happy New Year, you too. Good to see you all. Excellent. Wonderful. Really cool. Really cool. I'm happy to see so many people online. And I will, as I said, I'm looking forward to seeing you all online in 2024. Wednesday afternoons, Innovation Fika, here on LinkedIn, YouTube, and Instagram, and also hopefully in TikTok as well, as we get that channel started. Today, I won't say more than let's start the year 2024 with some planning, just to start figuring out. I mean, we're still kind of in the New Year's resolution. I wish I could do this or be this or go there or whatever kind of phase now. The gyms are jam packed with people, and everybody's going to the gym with gym clothes that they were given as a Christmas present, which is great. I mean, I applaud anybody, of course, doing that. But the trick isn't starting. The trick is usually continuing. And that's I think that's one of the things that we get wrong, because we keep on saying the most important thing is to start. Well, that could be one thing, but I'd say that it's equally, or maybe even more important, to continue. And it's the continuance and the cadence and keeping it going, the small steps in the right direction. That's more important than doing everything at once. And that's one of the biggest mistakes I feel that people do when any kind of change. They go like all in and they change their diet 100%, and they're only going to eat everything or nothing now. Or they do 5 days of training a week, or they just take on too much too soon, and the change is just too big, and nobody can cope with that. So they either get sick and tired of it, or they just don't enjoy it, or they just change it too much, and then they stop after like 2 months. So starting is usually not a problem if you're motivated enough. The biggest problem is continuing. And one of the secrets, at least for me, I mean, everything is personal, right? But one of the biggest secrets for me, at least, is to do things in small enough chunks so it makes it easy to continue with something. So you start something and then you do small things. I'm on a training program called 531, which is surprisingly, I've never trained as little, well, not little, but I've never trained as few exercises and a few exercises per day as I do now. However, I've never increased as much in strength as I've done the past 2 years, because it's the whole system is based on a incremental, tiny incremental load over a long time. It's not about 2 months strong man and then do everything in 2 months and then you're done. It's like, here's a lifelong training program, and with tiny incremental increases over time, you will see big changes. And I do. After 2 years on that program now, I still find that I'm lifting fewer exercises and less than I did before, but I've increased in strength a whole lot more than I've ever done before. So the small incremental, and that's the same thing for anything. I mean, learning a new language, taking a driver's license, whatever change you want to do in your life, it usually works much better with small incremental changes over a long time, and then persevere, pushing through and keeping the cadence and continuity up. I think that's the one secret. So for this year, if you want to change anything or learn anything or do anything new or stop anything old, then make sure to ease in or ease out of stuff and make it easy on yourself. See it as a year-long project, not a 2-month project. Or like when people panic after Christmas or New Year, or if they panic like 1 month before the holiday season because they have to get into shape. I mean, that's not usually the most effective way of doing it. I mean, it's a lifelong, or at least for this time, it's a year-long thing. So let's talk about what are we going to do and what are we going to change, what are we going to add or deduct on the year to come. What's the big change we want to do? And how do we want to do it? And then break it down into small increments. In the beginning, it will feel really stupid because you'll be doing so little that it doesn't really feel like you're doing anything. Like this 531 program I'm on, the lifting program that I told you about. Really interesting that when I started it, it was like, yeah, but am I not supposed to lift more than this? It was like nothing. But then it's a 13-week cycle, and then those cycles repeat. And then over the 13 weeks, you increase the load. So on week 13, well, it's actually week 12, because week 13 is a deload week. No, sorry, it's every 4 weeks, 13 weeks. So on week 13, you realize that you're on a level where you weren't before, because it's like incrementally, staggered. And then you go back to not to where you were at the beginning, but a bit higher. And then it sort of step ladders all the way up. So whatever you're going to learn, whatever you're going to do this year, plan it for the year, or at least 6 months, at least up until midsummer. Give yourself at least 6 months of change to get to the point where you're going. So be it learn a new language, then you don't do 50 minutes per day, you do 5 minutes per day. Or you don't do 50 minutes once a week. You do, 5 minutes a day instead. And that will give you more, I can promise you. If you do like 5 minutes, if you don't want to learn a new language, do 5 or 10 minutes a day of just listening and practicing in any app that you want to download. If you want to learn how to play the guitar, same thing there. Just hang on, hold on to the instrument for 5 to 10 minutes per day. And, no more than that. Don't get all frustrated that you can't do anything, or get angry with yourself and spend an hour with bleeding fingers trying to learn something that's impossible. Not to start with. Start super, super simple. Just, pick up the guitar and hold it for 5 minutes and practice some simple thing, and then leave it, and then come back to it the day after. And as you do that, you will teach your muscle knowledge as well, and the whole sort of finger setting and everything that you're trying to do. Same thing with training, same thing with any kind of physical exercise. You need to sort of ease into it and teach the body and the muscles a new way of moving. And then, after 2-3 months, you'll realize that, hey, I couldn't do this 2-3 months ago, or I couldn't say this 2-3 months ago. And then you start building on that, and then it continues. So incremental change. Plan your new 2024, whatever you want to do. Maybe it's a business. Maybe you're starting up something. Maybe you're heading into a new market. Maybe you're doing something like that. Same thing there. Incremental changes. Try not to do everything at once, and then work your way into it. That's usually the best way to go. With that, my friends, I will say, oh, look at this. Lots of people here on, cool. Lots of people here on Instagram as well. That was fun. Happy to see so many there. And also some new people here on LinkedIn as well. Awesome. Wonderful. With that, I will say thank you all. Wednesday afternoon, Innovation Fika here, LinkedIn, YouTube, and Instagram. I'll be going live with interviews, visits downtown, startups, practical stuff for personal and leadership and organizational development. And please send me emails, send me DMs with whatever you want me to talk about or who you want me to interview, and I'll try and pick it up during the year. But for now, incremental, small changes, a short broadcast, this first one. Bye for now. I'll see you next week, Wednesday afternoon, 2:30 p.m. on the same channel, Innovation Fika. See ya. Bye for now.